Hey everyone, so today's video is about a famous book in bookish world nowadays, Haunting Adeline by H.T. Carlton. And the answers to your question and the audiobook, well, there's a good news for you. So in this video, I will provide you the link to the audiobook and detailed review of this book. So yeah, before getting back to the video, do show some love and subscribe to this channel. Trigger warning about this book that this book ends on a cliffhanger. It is a dark romance that contains graphic violence and deals with subject matters such as child trafficking and human sacrifice. If you have any triggers at all, this may not be the story for you. So, before providing you the link to the audiobook, please listen to the little bit of the story. Adeline recently moved to her grandmother's home after her passing and can't help but relate her own story to her late grandmother's. Gigi was murdered by who? No one has any answers. The mystery draws her in, wrapping her up in uncomfortable layers of familiarity when she finds herself on the receiving end of a stalker's attention. Zaid, a gifted hacker, you see, Gigi too had a stalker, and they had fallen in love. A fate Adeline fights tooth and nail even when circumstances beyond their control puts them closer together. This story is mystery wrapped, dark romance wrapped inside another mystery structure is what I enjoy most about it. The mysteries surrounding Addie's grandmother's death and love life are irresistible draws. Anyone who likes dark romance will love Addie and Zaid's relationship. I will say that I'll appreciate Carlton's ability to tell a story. I think she did a fantastic job with this book, and I do think I'll pick up the second one, Haunting Adeline, sometimes in the future. I would love to give this book a 5-star review, but some of the writing fell a bit too flat for me. With the book being in the first person perspective, we intended to get a strong character voice. I found Addie's voice was a bit, maybe forced. In that way, it felt overly quirky. A strained attempt at being funny and relatable. I will admit that it only happened a handful of times through the text, but it was enough to pull me out of her head and drop me back into my own. It also alluded to that there is a ghost in Parsons Manor. It wasn't a point that was really solidly concluding in the first book, so I'm hoping that it becomes more of a focal point in the second part of the duet. The story overall is great, the ending is a completely different thing. The author leaves the story at a very important and crucial point. The suspense is a lot more, and now the question is what will happen to Addie? Who kidnapped her? Where is Zaid? What will happen next? A lot of questions are popping up in my mind right now. Haunting Adeline is the first in the cat and mouse duet and the first book I have read from this author. So enough of the suspense. I know that every one of you is right now waiting for me to tell you about the audiobook. So everyone who is wondering and looking for the audiobook, look no more. The link to the audiobook is provided in the description box. And please subscribe to my channel so that I can provide more links to the audiobook because YouTube kinda took down my video about audiobooks, so I have no other choice. Thank you.